Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something, well, a little bit different. We're not just going to sit here and look at dry facts and figures. No, we are actually going to step directly into the shoes of a brand new recruit and climb the ranks of a massive international cybercrime organization. We'll be looking at exactly how a global syndicate operates from the inside out, literally starting from the very bottom rung. So, let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Picture this. You're 18 years old. You live in Lagos, Nigeria. You're sitting in this incredibly crowded, super humid internet cafe, right? You're literally sharing a laptop. The power just flickered, the screen dims for a second, but honestly, you don't even care. You're just tired. You're tired of being poor, and you're really tired of watching the immense wealth of the rest of the world just parade past you through that flickering screen. And then, it happens. You're watching this guy sitting at the back table of the exact same cafe, and he's wearing a watch that, no joke, easily costs more than your father made in an entire decade of hard work. Anyway, he catches you staring. He looks right at you, and he asks this incredibly simple question. Are you tired of being hungry? You nod. And just like that, with one simple nod in that sweaty room, you've taken your very first step into working foreign accounts.
Now, here is the roadmap of the Syndicate. It honestly operates almost like a twisted video game ladder. You've got Step 1, the Yahoo Boy, Step 2, the Loader, and finally the boss level, Step 3, the Chairman. Let's actually break down exactly what it takes to climb this ladder.
Level 1, the Yahoo Boy, proving the hustle.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that unlike a traditional cartel, where a new recruit might be a lookout on some dangerous street corner, your job isn't in the streets at all. As a Yahoo Boy, you are at the absolute bottom tier, running romance scams. Your entire operational environment is completely behind a screen. You're sitting in that internet cafe, chatting with lonely, vulnerable people who are thousands of miles away. You're basically building these totally fake relationships and manipulating their emotions, all to eventually ask them for money. You are, for all intents and purposes, the digital foot soldier of the Syndicate.
18. Yep, that is the number of hours a day you're expected to be chatting. 18 hours a day just staring at a monitor. This level of the Syndicate is a completely grueling, exhausting grind. And why? Well, because the bosses above you are testing you. They're testing your patience, your endurance, and most importantly, your absolute ability to follow their provided scripts without ever asking a single question.
The reality of this level is, frankly, pretty harsh. The pay? It's almost nothing. We're talking maybe just enough to pay for your internet data for the day and, like, a single meal. You're doing this solely to prove you have the hustle. But the real danger here is the risk. You are the ultimate expendable asset. If the authorities raid that crowded cafe, guess what? You're the one left holding the laptop. You are the one who takes the fall, essentially acting as a human shield, while the big players, the guys with the expensive watches, quietly slip out the back door.
Level 2, the Loader, graduating from the keyboard.
Okay, so let's say you survive the internet cafe, you put in the crazy 18-hour days, you prove your hustle, and you manage to avoid the police raids. Fast forward, you're 21 years old now, and you've officially graduated from the keyboard. You are now what the Syndicate calls a loader. You're not the one typing out fake romantic messages anymore. Instead, your role has completely shifted to logistics. You've basically become a money mule. And this is a massive critical promotion because it's where the physical movement of the Syndicate's stolen profits actually begins. You are literally the bridge between the digital theft and the real-world cash.
So the crucial point here is that the Syndicate isn't just relying on small-time romance scams anymore, and honestly, neither are you. As a loader, you handle the funds generated from BEC, which stands for Business Email Compromise. These are highly sophisticated, high-level corporate scams. The Syndicate is now tricking massive, global corporations into wiring them money. We're no longer talking about stealing a few $100 from a lonely individual. No, we are talking about moving millions of dollars of corporate funds. It's a whole different ballgame.
The top rank, Chairman. Millions in Dubai.
Now, if you master the flow of those millions, and if you manage to navigate the immense, terrifying risks of being a loader, you reach the absolute peak of the pyramid. You are now the chairman, and your life, it looks entirely different from that humid cafe back in Lagos. For starters, your location has changed. You're very likely operating out of Dubai now. Your daily operation is no longer chatting or moving small transfers. It's laundering millions of dollars generated from those massive BEC corporate scams. And your assets? Well, you're hiding and storing this immense wealth globally, literally buying up international real estate just to clean the dirty money. At this point, you are a full-blown international kingpin. And this brilliantly illustrates the incredible, almost unimaginable gap within this organization. Just think about it. On one side, you have the Yahoo Boy, an 18-year-old sweating in a cafe, working 18-hour days just to afford internet data, completely expendable, basically just waiting to take the fall in a police raid. But then, on the other side, you've got the chairman, sitting in luxury in Dubai, seemingly untouchable, laundering millions through high-end international real estate. It's just a stunning contrast, really, showing how the sheer desperation at the bottom directly fuels the extreme wealth at the top.
Looking over your shoulder, the reality of the climb. Let's move on and see how this builds to our final point. Because, spoiler alert, this story doesn't exactly end with a peaceful retirement in a luxury high-rise. You see, even at the absolute pinnacle of this dark ladder, the wealth comes with a permanent shadow. And that shadow? It's the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. This is the Nigerian law enforcement agency that essentially serves as the ultimate relentless antagonist to the chairman. It means that no matter how much international real estate you buy, and no matter how far away you move to launder the money, the syndicate bosses can never, ever truly rest. The paranoia? It is absolutely permanent.
So, as we look at the actual human beings operating behind these glowing monitors, from the desperate, hungry teenager typing away in Lagos, all the way to the wealthy, paranoid kingpin hiding out in Dubai, we really have to ask ourselves, was it worth it? Was that grueling, deceptive climb up the Lagos ladder to reach those millions in Dubai ultimately worth a lifetime of constantly looking over your shoulder? Something to think about. Anyway, thanks so much for watching The Explainer, and we will catch you next time.